Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Marvel vs. System 2-player card game. This is for Crossover 2024. This is Volume 6, Number 4. So this is an interesting year for Versus System. Normally they release 3 big sets. At least one of them has like a core starter set. Usually it's 3 small sets, then the second volume, or the second set that comes out a little block is usually like small set, big set, small set, and then the third one is 3 more small sets, and then they do at least one crossover. If not, lately they've also been doing like a crossover plus like crossover with like in this series, and then a crossover with like another company like Boys, Mortal Kombat, and so on. This year they only released 3 sets which were limitedly linked together. The first one was the Lilith set, which had Defenders and Underworld characters. It kind of went together-ish. It's kind of a little bit more, again, versus each other. Then they did have the bigger set in there. We had Defenders in New York, which had one half of it was the Defender characters, which had lots of Heroes for Hire, Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Daredevil in them. Then the other half was Underworld characters, but they were like the Mob and the Assassins and Kingpin and stuff like that. So we kind of had those 2 factions, which worked a little bit with the other ones, but the Lilith one were kind of like demons versus demon hunters. So although they shared the teams, they were separate. Then the third set we had came out, which is, again, was a little bit bigger set as well. So actually was 2 bigger sets in here. Was Spider-Man stuff, which is a Spider-Man team, and Spider-Friends versus Sinister Six. We had some new Sinister Six, new Spider-Man. So yeah, a little bit different. We had 2 bigger sets, 1 smaller set. And those guys, again, even though the Spider-Man stuff didn't go with the other stuff, they're still kind of like, I guess it's like New York, lower level threat stuff, not big Avengers. We pulled away from the like Cosmic Fantastic Four. We pulled away from the Mutant X-Men stuff. But yeah, and then this is the crossover set, which is Spider-Verse stuff. So more Spider-Verse characters, but it's all Spider-Friend, and there's a little bit of Sinister Six stuff in here as well. To kind of tie in with the previous set, but also to help boost some of the other Spider-Man sets from previous years. The other thing that's interesting with all 4 of these sets is they were Upper Deck store exclusive content. And this is just a speculation on my part, but I do wonder if this is the last 4 sets maybe they had designed, or like leftover things they had, and they're kind of like, hey, we already created these, let's just put them out, but instead of having to go through all the extra marketing, and sending out to retail and all that, if we just sell them in our store, maybe they can save some extra money. So I'm hoping this isn't the end of Versus System, and it's just a weird fluctuation of the year, and they did something different. I'm not even going to be mad if they go just store exclusive content from now on. The only thing that sucks about that is I have to pay the extra shipping for ordering 1 box of cards, or I have to wait until 3 or 4 different sets come out and order them all at once. But that's not like here. I ordered this with the new Legendary set that came out, so it's like it wasn't so bad. But yeah, hopefully they're gonna keep doing the Versus System. This isn't the end of it. But they also haven't done previews for any of these new sets. They just kind of popped up in the store when they popped up in the store. So who knows for sure? Alright, so what do we have in here? Let's jump to this. The annual issue Crossover 6 features many Spider-Sonas of the web and life, and the unique villains, action-packed multiversal issue, which power up your main character with new abilities, new skills, and ingenuity to shape your victory in the battle for survival. So, we are going to bring back the Spider-Verse keyword. First, introducing Crossover Volume 2 has 2 properties. First, if you choose a Spider-Verse character is your starting main character, you may equip to 4 other Spider-Verse main characters in your deck. So this is why it's great to have another set of these, because now we have more characters to choose from. You can mix and match Spider-Verse characters in this issue with previous Spider-Verse characters. These characters do count towards your deck of 60 cards in your deck. The second thing a Spider-Verse means is during your build phase, if this character is in your hand, you may put it into your side. Note, this does not count as recruiting a character. Putting an additional main character on your side is not only increases your side's strength, but it will keep you in the game longer since you aren't knocked out of the game until all your characters are KO'd. Yeah, so basically if you end up, you start with one main character and they only have a level 1. Instead of only get a level 2, potentially a level 3, they only have a level 1, and you stay alive longer by putting out more main characters. We have a bunch of other cards that are kind of talk about, and they'll come up as we get to those. But let's just go ahead and hop into our main characters. We're going to start with Spider-Man, who has stars by him, because of course this means he has a unique identifier. This is, sorry, just note on here right away. Crossover 6 Spider-Man with stars on him is your starting main character, starts the game in your deck. You get to bring an edge pile to the game with you. It includes one copy of every Spider-Verse main character other than him, and other Spider-Verse characters in your starting deck. It's very interesting there. But also want to notice, you may equip to 4 different Spider-Verse main characters not named Spider-Man in your deck. In other words, you can't include a new Spider-Man character with the old Spider-Man deck. So yeah, this Spider-Man works the same. This is Miles Morales in his newer costume. So you have Spider-Verse, Edge of Spider-Verse. Build. Choose 2 main characters in your edge pile and shuffle them into your deck. So this lets you bring any amount of other spider characters in there, and now you can keep adding more of them. So if there's 8 or 10 of them, I don't remember how many there are total at this place. I know there's 4 in the other one, 4 in this one, but I think we had like 2 more that came out later, so there might be 6 other ones. Yeah, it gets you an extra advantage there. Cool. Then we have Spider-Girl here. So this is a different Spider-Girl. Maddie? Something? I don't remember. Which is bulletproof. Characters with range can't strike Spider-Girl, even in melee combat. So she's good at dodging ranged attacks. And I notice these guys are really, generally a little bit weaker. 1-6, they have a little bit, somewhat higher stats on one hand and the other, but they have like low health, because you're going to have so many of them. We have Spider UK. We have an alternate version of this version. Extra dimensional pockets. Pay a blue, search your deck for a spider friend, plot twist, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So that's kind of fun as well. And then we have Madam Web, who we haven't seen yet as a main character. Weaver of the Spider Family. Pay a yellow bill, draw a card for each Spider-Verse main character on your side. So as she comes out, or more of those come out, more powerful she gets. We have Spiderling. The pattern maker. When Spiderling appears, you may search your deck, hand deck, or KO pile for either Spider Idol or Web of Life and Destiny. If you do, play it for free. One thing that's very interesting to note on these guys, I just want to show you 7, 8, 7, 8, 8. They seem to all have an add up of 7 or 8. I don't know if that's just because of the spider characters, or if that's how most of the main characters are. I have to go back and double check them all. We have Spider Zero. Universe Nomad. Search your deck for a card. For a card, you may find Spider Zero and put her in your hand instead. Interesting. So if you search your deck for a card, you can find her card so you can boost her up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, check that. Protector of the Great Web. Any combat, play a strength. A character with a Web of Life or Destiny roll is defending. Each attacker's attack becomes 0 this combat. Nice. So it's kind of cool. We'll have to see what the Web of Life and Destiny do. I'm going to just skip right to those, and we're going to look at those next. I'm going to look at the last main character, and then we're going to skip to that. Actually, we're going to skip to that first, because the other characters are a little bit different. So, we had mention of Level of Life and Destiny. If she does look familiar. If you play Marvel Rivals, she's in the 2099 level. So 2 costs, Spider Friend character, equipment and machine, one of a kind, unraveling web. The web of life and destiny is broken. It loses great web until it's repaired. Great web. Main character Spider's name in this row have +1 health and spider sense. Okay, we have some interesting things to look at here. Alright, web starts broken but gets repaired when a character on your side equips the spider idol. Once repaired, it will remain repaired unless it somehow leaves play and re-enters, which it would reset its powers. Cool. I wish I had something to explain what Spider Sense does. It says select keywords, and then it doesn't tell you what Spider Sense does on here. So unless I have another character that pops up, I'll have to go back and look at it quick. Alright, so here's, nope, not that one. We want to look at this, the Spider Idol. One of a kind spider gear. When a character on your side equips Spider Idol, the web of life and destiny is on your side is broken, repair it. Equipped character gets +2. So cool. So we have these guys that have to do that. Yeah, so when this is out, your main character, Spider in the name, in this row have +1 health and spider sense. So whatever row they're in, they gain that. And then yeah, she had the ability. Any character with that is defending, their attack becomes 0. That's cool. So she gets that, and then we had her, which lets her search her detail pile for any of them to find them, play them for free. So that is very interesting with those cards. Okay, do a quick look up. We have spider gear because it doesn't. It does say in here. So it says keywords found on equipment mean this equipment can only be equipped with a spider in its name. So only characters that say spider in their name can equip a spider gear, which is only on that card so far. And then spider sense says anytime an action is played, whether it's a plot twist or something like that, a spider character with spider sense, it should be one of these spider characters, can gain 3 defense. Say playing a plot twist or powering up. If someone does that, you can gain it. You can do whether you're attacking or defending. But yeah, you can gain an extra 3 defense. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's hop back into some main characters. We have a little bit different one. We do have one with a level 1. And a level 2. So you have Hunter Spider. So this is Spider Craven, which is kind of neat from the multiverse. Hunter Spider has Hunter, Climb, and Dodge. So it's like these do Dodge. Character can't be ranged attack. Climb. Start of your main phase, you may exhaust a location on your side. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on his character. And Hunter has +3 while attacking. +3 attack. Asphalt Jungle, level up 4. When Hunter Spider attacks an enemy character, he gains 1 XP. If the character is an animal in its name, he gains 1 additional XP. That is cool. A character with an animal in its name includes just an animal by itself, Vulture for example, or accepted nicknames of animals like Rhino instead of Rhinoceros. Hyphenated names including such as Spider-Man. Or career-minded animals such as Dr. Octopus. Does not include characteristics of animals such as Venom. And the purpose of Hunter Spider, man does not count as an animal, so you can't do Power Man. Yeah, that's kind of a fun little effect. So any animal characters, so it's lots of Spider-Man villains. Vulture, Rhino, Scorpion, Dr. Octopus. That might be about all I can think of off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of any other characters generally in Marvel that would be animal themed. Howard the Duck, if you have him in play, if he should have a card somewhere. It was a regular card. But it wouldn't include named characters I'm not even for sure if all these characters have cards. Something like Redwing or Lockjaw, you know, they wouldn't be included even though they are animals, if you don't have animal in the name. Rocket Raccoon would if he's listed as Rocket Raccoon, but not if he's just listed as Rocket. Would be very interesting. M'Baku, if they have him, he wouldn't, even though in the lots of comic books he's referred to as Man-Ape. So yeah, very interesting ability. Then when he does level up, he keeps Hunter and Spider, and he has Trophy Case. Choose a character with an enemy tail pile with an animal in its name, remove it from the game. If you do, draw 3 cards. Interesting, so every time you take one of the guys, you can draw some extra cards. That's pretty cool. Then we have a villain, which is really fun. We have Shathura, who's a Sinister 6 villain. Create the Hive. At the start of your first turn build phase, put 2 Wasp Totem tokens on your side. Interesting. Crush the enemy. Level up to an enemy character with at least a 1/1 counteracted stun. Sathura gains 1 XP. Okay, cool. And then when she does level up, we have Reinforce the High build. Put Wasp Totem tokens on your side until there are 2 on your side. Defeat the enemy. Level up 3. When an enemy character with at least a -1/1 counter gets stunned, Shathura gets 1 XP. And then she's gonna level up a 3rd time. Shathura recreate the Hive, put 2 Wasp tokens onto your side. Subdue the enemy. When an enemy character with at least a -1/-1 counter gets stunned, she gains 1 XP. So it's the same thing every time, right? Just a different one. Gets stunned, gains 1 XP, but it's only level up 2. Here's level up 3. Here's level up 4. She's a 6/6 flying thing, and then she has a level 4. Not many characters have level 4, but she becomes an 8/8. Unleash the Hive at the start of your build phase. Put 2 tokens onto your side. Spider Wasp, an enemy supporting character with at least 1 -1/-1 counter gets stunned to remove it from the game. Ooh. That's mean. Corrupt the enemy. Build either Fist or Energy. Choose an enemy character removed from the game with Spider Wasp. It gains flying and sting, and then it's put onto your side. Wow. It's a little bit of everything. Yeah, otherwise, recreate the Hive, you have to spend different... At least it's neat, though. It's like, start of your first turn, you get 2 of them. And then you have to spend either a green or a blue, and then it's free. So then she's also going to get 4 of these spider tokens, totem token characters. So it's a 0-cost spider character token with Swarm. You have any number of wasp totems on your side. This power can't be turned off. And Sting, when Wasp totem appears, put a -1/- counter on an enemy character. So great. So you get to put these tokens on characters. And then when you stun them, you just start removing them and discard stuff. If you need to put more than 4 tokens into play, use object to represent the other ones. Some ideas are slips of paper with wasp token on them, pennies, beads, dead wasp, live wasp, which monsters really super chill, and paper clips. It literally says that. You can use live wasps. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, so it's kind of a neat, different villain. Basically, you're trying to keep constantly removing your characters. You get some extra little defenders you can keep putting out. Cool. Alright, then for our supporting cast. So we're going to get some one-of-a-kinds. We have Spider-Man. What if Aunt May became Spider-Man? You may only have one of these cards in your deck. Extra sticky that bread go. Enemy equipment loses powers. That's fun. I like one-of-a-kind cards are always cool. Sakura Spider-Man. Hot-blooded. Combat, pay a green. If this is your first attack this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on Sakura Spider-Man. That's actually a pretty cool costume. I haven't seen her before. The Web Weaver. I've seen pictures of them, but I haven't seen some of these exactly. Spider Sense. We do have 4 copies of this. We're back to our regular 4 copies. Spider Sense, once per turn with Web Weavers in combat, anytime you could take an action, you may have it gain +3 instead. Or plus this kind. Oh, it's whenever you could take an action, not if someone does the action. And Spider Fashion. Build red, search your deck for a spider gear, reveal it, and you may play it for free or put it into your hand. Cool. We have 4 copies of Spider, which is of course Penny Parker, Genius Girl, draw a card, and Futuristic Robot Tech. If Spider is wounded, heal a wound from it, and then put 2+1/+1 counters on it. So I'm thinking we probably already have a Penny Parker, so just give a Spider to go with it. 1 copy of Spider Layered. This is Greg Layered. Web Pistol. When Spider Layered, range attacks, you may daze the defender. I don't see what daze does. I'm guessing it is basically, I think it's stun, but they don't take a counter. I believe. 4 copies of Spider UK, so we get her as a supporting character as well. Electrostatic Energy. Put a static electricity counter on Spider UK and another one for each energy location on its side. Static Discharge. Enemy characters in melee combat Spider UK have -1/-1 for each static electricity counter she has. Interesting. Just pretty powerful. I like all these one of a kind. This is kind of fun. We have Silly Spider. Help, I am bedoomed. Shut up, Fly. You're disturbing my NERP. Breaking news. Put Silo Spider onto your side, into your hand, tail pile, or resource row face down. He uses power any number of times each turn, while in your hand, tail pile, or your resource row face down. So basically, he can just be wherever he wants to be. Interesting. We have Night Spider. Thief. When Night Spider appears, choose enemy player to discard a card at random, and Stealth. Night Spider can melee attack protected characters. We're going to get 4 brand new Spider Hams. Spider Nonsense. You pay 1 less to play Spider Ham for each wound on your main character. And then Cartoonish Immortality. When Spider Ham gets tailed, you may say porkity, pickety, poo, oinky, squeal, snorteroo. If you do, shuffle them into your owner's deck. Alright, it's pretty goofy. We have 4 copies of The Spider-Man, aka Spider-Man Noir. Awaken from the Cocoon. This Spider-Man appears hidden, face down, and ready. Investigative Reporter. When the Spider-Man turns face up, look at an enemy player's hand and choose that card. Player discards that card. Cool. That's pretty neat. We have 1 copy of Web Slinger. Lock and Loaded. Will Web Slinger appear? He loads a 6-shooter. Build. Lock and Load. A Web Slinger loads a 6-shooter, aiming to do a little good. When Web Slinger range attacks, he may fire 1 or 2 loaded 6-shooters. For each one he fires, put a 6 -1/-1 counters divided you choose on any character in the defender's row. Interesting. So you can load up the 2 of them. Normally he starts with 1 loaded. You can spend to load up another one. And then you can shoot out 6 to 12 counters. That's nuts. The Spinstress. Living a Fairy Tale. At the end of the turn, Spinstress appeared. Choose 1. True Love. Remove Spinstress from the game, then removing any supporting character from the game. Or Fight Evil. Put a Vitality counter and 4 1/1 counters on Spinstress, and she gains dodge for the rest of the game. Nice. She gets to avoid attacks. It becomes pretty darn powerful. The Spider-Mobile. Peter parked car. Spider-Mobile can't attack and is immobile. How is he immobile? He's a car. Oh, he gains mobile for the rest of the game. Fuel him up. Put 8 1/1 counters on Spider-Mobile. He becomes a 16/16. And this is the first time Spider-Mobile uses power. He loses Peter parked car and gains mobile for the rest of the game. Most is once during turn, but not during combat with character your front or back row, and mobile means they can't move during your formation step. Our last spider character is Spider Rex. One of a kind, you have one card that's in your deck. Creatures, character can't have equipment, his power can't be turned off, and ferocious. One melee combat, Spider Rex strikes before characters without ferocious. 2020. So now this would have been fun to have him, and then have as like a crossover site. We're gonna do something kind of goofy like that. Have some of the other ones. Have like the Osborne, Green Goblin, Pterodactyl there, or like the Venom, Saurus. Then maybe have some of the other creature characters you're gonna kind of need too, like Venom, T-Rex, and then even add just even some of the sidekicks, like the Petty Vendors. Then, like I said, Redwing or Lockjaw, Thor, Throg, stuff like that would have been cool. Alright, then we have 4 copies of a plot twist, Search the Spider-Verse. Search your deck for supporting character Spider and his name, and reveal it, and put it on the top of your deck. Now, here's one thing I would question, is if you could count some of these guys as having Spider or not. Because obviously Spider, like Sphinxtress and Web Slinger. They don't technically say Spider, but they're Spider-Man characters. I wonder if I would just include them anyhow. Same thing with Spider. Technically, it's not Spider. Web Weaver's the same way. Yeah, I would personally include any of them that are supposed to be Spider derivatives, but that's just me. Alright, then the last card we have is Widow, one of a kind Spider Partner. If you equip Spider Widow to Web Slinger, load both as 6-years. Spider Horse character has Climb and Mobile. And then I don't think we have Climb, starts the main phase, may exhaust. Location egg when conquers on his character. So that's kind of fun. We have a very specific one for that. That is all of our main deck worth of cards. Then we have some extra fun stuff here. We have a special location of Spider Planet. One of a kind, melee of one in this deck. Arachne World. You get one of each or character's Spider in its name. So instead of working just for Spider friends, it's for Spider characters only. Then we have a new story mode, which story modes are always fun. Multiversal Hunt. Special people are being hunted across time and space. Set up player's B deck must have at least 4 one-of-a-kind supporting characters in it. Neat, because there are other decks that have supporting characters. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has a bunch of those as well. The hunt begins. Player A wins. Claim your trophy, choose a one-of-a-kind character in player B's deck, and remove it from the story. Player B wins. Time to hit back. Set aside a one-of-a-kind character from your deck at the start of Part 2's first turn. Put it into your hand. The hunt become the hunters. Player A wins. Corrupt the prey. Same as Part 1, except at the start of Part 2's first turn, put it into your hand. Ooh, so you just steal one of their characters. And then Player B wins. Hit back harder. Same as Part 1, but set aside 2 one-of-a-kind characters. And then Part 3, it ends one way or the other. Player A, a disease has been cured, or Player B, glad we've seen the last of them. Neat. So that's kind of a fun way to play around with all these one-of-a-kind cards. Then the last thing we have is we have a new boss battle. I love when they started adding heroes as bosses. So far, I think this is the only comic book one. All the other hero ones have been from the cinematic universe. But it makes sense, because you do play villain decks. We literally have, like, Underworld, Sinister Six, the Cabal, stuff like that, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. So it makes sense to have some of the boss battles, like, what if I want to play as one of the villains against a hero? So your boss must be set with character named Spider-Man in its name. When a location appears on your side, if it's blue, great power, gaze each enemy's supporting character. Yellow, great responsibility. Draw a card, then another for each face-up character the boss is protecting. Green, my name is Spider-Man. Put 3 1/1 counters on the boss, then it attacks the first time this turn, ready it after combat. Red, we save as many as we can. Put supporting characters from your KO pile onto your side, and a multicolored spider totem. Choose one of the effects above or once per game, heal a wound from each character with Spider in its name. So that's fun. I love the story cards. I love the boss. I love when they just like, most decks should just try and include like one or two of the other, just to like add some more extra gameplay. Like, right, so every time you play it, it's like, oh, here's a boss of the game. Here's the boss of this deck. It's really neat. And then you use some of these. Yeah, this was a really fun little set. If you really like Spider-Man, Spider characters, you got a lot of really neat content. I love the idea of all the one-of-a-kind characters. I think that could definitely be a neat thing to do. Like, I get why you're not going to do it for everything. Like, one hand, I'd be like, oh, you could do it for the Avengers, right? You got all these extra reserve characters. But then if they try and make them later, then they have to basically, oh, how can I re-add them? Because they only have one version of each character. But it'd be a cool thing to do with something like the X-Men. Not just X-Men characters, but you could use it for, like, do the same idea of this, but have a bunch of, like, one-off X-Men mutant characters that you probably wouldn't normally do anything with, like maybe some of the different, like, acolytes or, like, odd, like, G-Nation members for, like, the time maybe with the Brotherhood. Just some of them characters you probably wouldn't make a full character card out of. Could be kind of cool. Or just, again, just even add more one-of-a-kind characters that are allies or sidekick characters, which are kind of neat. But yeah, this is a fun set. I don't know how well it super ties into the last set with the Spider-Man, other than being Spider-Friend cards, because this has a lot of the Spider-Verse stuff. But it is definitely neat to have more of that in there as well. I have to say, I preferably wish this was almost its own box set. And then the crossover, I like better when they're going with the original ones, where they're like one or two new cards for every single set. Or every single, like, villain group or hero group, instead of this being a full theme. That's what I like better for crossover versus a full box. But, you know, who knows what their thought process was. Alright, that is what we have for Versus. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Check you guys later. Bye.